for Monday, April 9th, 2018. This is the 7th update with all the gaming news that's fit to rip.
Hello, I'm the 7th level. Spyro the Dragon, the Reignited trilogy, was officially revealed this week. In response, Sony announced for fall 2018, Irritating Stick Remastered, the Why the Fuck Not edition. Lawbreaker developer Boss Key revealed their next project is a battle royale style game entitled Radical Heights, or the video game equivalent of Def Leppard's grunge album. Potential details of the PlayStation 5 were leaked this week, including speculation that the system could release as early as this year. I'm thinking November 2019 or November 2020. Otherwise, this would be the worst case of premature release since Review Tech USA impregnated someone. PubG Corp recently stated that cosmetic loot affects gameplay and is a critical gameplay element, which is kind of like saying fuzzy dice have a positive effect on my gas mileage. Platinum Games was at PAX East this week and spoke on the 1-year anniversary of the release of Nier Automata and how the success of the game has encouraged them towards the possibility of continuing the series. But Japanese games are a niche market, right, crap gamer? Sony Santa Monica announced this week that God of War 5 will also deal with Norse mythology.
Well, thank God you shared that. I had no fucking idea.
Ubisoft's new release, Far Cry 5, has had its usual share of bugs, but a new one is proving to be more annoying than usual. A glitch that sets your game save to permanent nighttime. Your gameplay banished to see the light of day never again. Also known as the Scalebound bug. And now, folks, it's time for
Tales from the CRUMBSIDE.
Hard 8 Times was fired from the Weapon Wheel podcast this week for the grievous, unforgivable sin of being hard 8 times. No, for real. What he did was the same shit he's been doing for years on the podcast and elsewhere. Fights with other members? Check. Insulting said members in his own videos? Check. Insulting members' girlfriends not involved in the discussion? Check. But all of a sudden now they have a problem with this shit. Man, you don't adopt an elephant and then wait 3 years to complain about how wonderful your house smells. Mental health support group Broadcast for Reps is offering aid and counseling and support to EVE Online players. Why? It's the people who financially back Star Citizen that need help. They're goddamn delusional. Far Cry 5 made further news this week when Ubisoft announced that their new open-world shooter topped the PS4 digital sales charts the week of its release in Japan. In other possibly related news, Satan was seen ice skating to work this morning. The SNES Classic Edition is back in stock at Walmart and Best Buy, promising to... Hey, where are you going? Hey, come back! Hey, I got more news. But hey! Sony announced Killer Floor Incursion is coming to the PSVR in May. Coincidentally, day trading for companies who produce adult diapers rose significantly. Namco Bandai released more info on their upcoming release God Eater 3, which included new origami to fight, new locales, new weapons, and absolutely no Xbox gamers because they aren't getting the game. Switch gamers will probably be getting it, but a year after everyone else stops giving a shit. I'm being salty today. Brazilian independent developer Massive Works Studio announced their new space horror RPG Dolmen at PAX East 2018.
Because in space, no one can hear you shit yourself.
And finally, the PubG Corporation filed suit against NetEase, the developer of Rules of Survival, for copyright infringement. Yeah, because the PubG Corporation would never cash in on established intellectual properties. And that's all the news that was fit to rip. As always, I am the 7th level. You guys know what to do down in the description. I'll be back in a week. Until then,
Show me your red, son!
The preceding batshit insanity was brought to you in part by donations from my supporters on Patreon. Go ahead, toss me $1 a month. What's the worst that could happen?